All right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone. Shalom, and salute to the hopeful elect, to the least, and to the greatest. So I came across this video, copper wire theft. All right, so now that I'm looking at the video, it's kind of, well, the one I saw was a day old, but I typed it in and now it's a couple videos on it going back a couple months. But when I saw the video at first, the first thing came to mind, I said I wasn't going to do a video on this because it's petty. But then I said, you know, a scripture came to my mind. And this is just another sign of the times that we're in. Because now, stealing copper, okay, that's stealing copper from, you know, structures and stuff. That's, if you grew up in the inner city, like just point in case Baltimore, you know that was a thing with Jake. You know, Jake will go around and we call them the bandos and take the, you know, if you know anything about construction and, you know, the construction field, you know, anything that got to do with construction, the demolition, you would know that you can get money for those copper wires that be in these old houses. So what Jake do is he strip them. He go in these abandoned houses and just to survive, you know, because, hey, Jake, it's a hustle, you know. I believe it's illegal. I don't know whether, if you own a house, of course, you could break it down. But I'm going to play this video because these guys took it to another level. They went and took it from the bridge. Now, this, I guess this happened in Los Angeles. So Los Angeles got a high, we all know about LA, but it's a high area for homeless. You know, you got Skid Row and all that. So you can expect something like that to go down. And these cities are at how everything's set up is unfair to the regular person, you know. So let me play the video and then I'll get the scripture.
But
I knew it was going to be a commercial. All right, so here we go.
Material that has been stolen from the 6th Street Bridge. Thieves are stripping the electrical boxes of copper wire, leaving the bridge in the dark. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi explains what city leaders are trying to do to stop thieves from doing this again.
It's a popular spot in Boyle Heights. People can be seen walking or running the path on the 6th Street Bridge. But if you look closer at the concrete barrier, you can see exposed electrical boxes, a number of them, where wires used to be. Earlier this year, LA city leaders sounded the alarm about a rise in copper thefts in the city, including right here on the 6th Street Bridge.
I think that's a pretty bad idea because it's also pretty dangerous for them, too. They're not electricians. There's a reason why this stuff's covered up.
It's a problem one neighbor says has been going on for months.
I first reported it to 311 like 6 months ago.
Billy Avalon shared these videos with us of cable wires sticking out of the boxes on the bridge. He says he's been documenting and reporting to the city.
But it's the bridge of darkness is what it is. It's sad. I walk this bridge every day.
Yeah, that's dangerous because a wire, long as it's not active, you know, but, you know, a wire sticking out, you know, that's like a hazard. You know, so in the bridge is dark, but what can you expect when you got a society? Because what I was getting at was these guys, what they would do, they'll take the copper, of course, to the junkyard, and the junkyard will give you a nice price. It depends on how much copper or whatever you got, steel, whatever. They'll exchange it for money. And then they'll break it down and make money off of it and things like that. But yeah, so it's a way where you know, thieves or you could make money or flip money like that. And where I was going at is in a righteous society, you ain't gonna have to worry about people doing these things to these structures, because in Jerusalem, and I'm gonna get it in a minute, and we're gonna have we're gonna have gold on the streets. Some bridges, of course, gonna have copper in it, all type, because the Lord ain't make these elements for nothing. You know, some structures gonna be made with silver. In the future, the city of Jerusalem, you're gonna have actual gold on the street. Just imagine gold. Just imagine this bridge had gold on it. That should be gone instant. You know, because that's how deprived and the condition, how bad the condition the regular, ordinary people are in. You know, let's go ahead.
I can't take a regular walk on my bridge that you tax me for all the time because it's too dark at night. It's not safe.
At a press conference back in January, city leaders.
Yeah, that's L.A. because I can tell by the landscape, the architect, the skyline.
Called for a $400,000 plan to create a copper wire theft task force to help curb the crime.
6th Street Bridge is a major bridge. We're talking about a couple $1 million worth of repairs just on this copper wire that was stolen that is about 7 miles long.
District 14 council member Kevin DeLeon says the task force is focused on getting the thieves off the streets and making arrests.
I'm tasking, our Bureau of Street Services, street lighting to be more specific, to figure out a better way to reinforce. So when thieves come back, because they will come back, it's not a question of if they come back, it's a question of when they come back. It's almost virtually impossible for them to steal it.
People who live here by the bridge say they hope to see repairs made soon.
So now they got to put a task force up. That's more money. So they're going to be taxing more. I think he said around 400,000 or something like that. So that's more tax money that they're taxing the pit forth to. They got to put the copper back in. So that's more money. So that's just another tax on top of another tax. So this system is for little things like that. That's why I said I was going to do the video, because it's just an example of little things like this. It's not little compared to, but it's sort of major. But things like that is going to be the reason why this society collapsed, because not only is this happening, this incident right here, this happening all over, because people are in need right now of money. Your average Joe is broke. So I got some scriptures lined up. Hold on. This is the first scripture that came to my mind when I saw that video. This is Proverbs 29, and I'll start at 2. It says, when the righteous are in an authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. And for the most part, the people is in a mourning state right now, because people complaining that the job market ain't how it used to be. Everything's high. You can't just go out here and buy things that you need. The housing market, car market, everything is sky high. And then when you go to the jobs, they're not really paying what your work is equal to your work. So you're doing more work. I remember I had a video and the guy broke it down perfect, to where as though he was saying our grandparents, or some of us great grandparents, were living way better than we are now, making way less money, because as the value of the dollar goes down, the prices just keep going up. And it's called inflation. But the cost of living, they'll give you more money, but it never catch up, equal up to the economy. So it's going, the value of the dollar is going down, worse and worse, and that's part of the society going down. It's slowly going down right before our eyes, but it's just a matter of time. Let me get that scripture that hold on. All right, that scripture that I was talking about earlier, I believe it's in Revelations, right? Because this was a vision when one of the prophets had this vision. He saw the new Jerusalem. I believe it was John. So, see, we're going to have all types of, we're going to have copper, all precious. You ain't going to have people going around stealing things and trading it because they're doing so bad. You know, we just read the scriptures, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bad rule, the people mourn. And the other nations are somewhat going to have their own thing going on. You know, we're, of course, you know, it starts with the elect. Whoever the elect is, Lord willing, we are of that number. Some of us, hopefully, that's doing the work to the best of our abilities. Hopefully, we'll have a chance at being a part of that elect. But if we're not, we know we're Israelites. So we know we're going to be in the kingdom anyway. Because what the scriptures say, all Israel shall be saved. So if we're not part of the elect, we're going to be still in the kingdom because we're Israelites. You know, everybody come back through the process of reincarnation. All right, even the heathens, because they're going to have to serve us. They're going to have to serve us. You know, they're going to have to pay back for what Revelation 13 and 16, Revelation 13 and 9 to 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So that's the kingdom for the most part. Let me read a little bit of this. This is Revelation chapter 21. I'll start at 11. It says, having the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and her light was like unto stone most precious, even like jasper stone, clear as crystal. It says, and had a great and high, and had a great 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels and names written thereof, in which the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. Let's go down to where is it at? Because of course here it is. Here's one part. We're gonna have beautiful structures in the kingdom, and some of it may be copper, it says, and the building, verse 18 of Revelation 21, it says, and the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. Listen to this. It says, and the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manners of precious stone. I could stop right there. It says the first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, and the third chalcedony, the fourth emerald. And emerald is like a precious stone. So it shows you right here all types of precious metals and precious stone. What a one way to say that the streets. I might have passed it. It says, and here it is, verse 21. It says, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls, right? You ain't gonna have heathens or whoever, Jake. You ain't gonna have Jake stripping down the pearls to go to the junkyard to get money, to exchange it in for money. No, it says every several gate was of one pearl, and the streets. Listen to this. And the streets of the city was pure gold, and it was transparent glass. So this kingdom is going, man. You see that little? Let me see that. You see this little structure right here? This ain't gonna be nothing compared to how. And this little street right here, street bridge. This, man, the kingdom gonna make this thing look like something out of the Stone Age. You know, we're gonna have gold structures. It says it. The foundation is gonna be jasper and precious metal and stone. So that's gonna look beautiful. That's gonna top any of these modern ancient cities that. Let's pull up some cities. Look at that. That's just like a little depiction. That's just, I'm trying to find like a little a depiction on something beautiful, how our city's gonna be looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, like gold. Look at that. Look at that. Let's pull up some cities. What do you say? City. America, city, City skyline. Look. I mean, it ain't bad looking, but this look like the Stone Age compared to how the city of Jerusalem gonna be looking. You know, this Philly right here. When I was young, I used to like study maps. I was so fascinated with everybody had their thing. I was fascinated with maps. You know, oh man, you used to ask me what city and state something was that. I knew it. I knew all the way down to the little cities, like the little towns. You know, of course, I lost interest in it somewhat as I was getting older, and you start to learn different things. But that was one of my things. I just like maps, and city skylines and stuff like that. Let's look up L.A., Los Angeles. Yeah, see this city skyline. This look like the Stone Age compared to what Jerusalem and our kingdom. Hey, a brother might have his own city. One of the elect, they might have their own city named after them and everything. Or named after one of their children, or however it go. So it's gonna be beautiful in the kingdom. It's going to be beautiful in the kingdom. And that's what we strive to get there. But we got to keep believing, Lord willing. Hopefully the Lord keep the faith on us till we get there, It's a fight. It's a fight, brothers. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that forth. Hey, that's a sign of this fallen kingdom. Just little things like that, I said, let me fire up a video through the Spirit. Guys taking cop because I in Baltimore they know to go in the vacant houses and stripping down a house to get Jake do anything if he ain't got no money, so they'll take the copper to the junkyard and they'll get money in exchange.
So when thieves come back, because they will come back, it's not a question of if they come back, it's a question of when they come back. It's almost virtually impossible for them to steal it.
People who live here by the bridge say they hope to see repairs made soon.
Just stop. Kids use this. Families, you know what I mean? It's not safe for anybody.
Camilla Rambaldi, NBC 4 News.
Yep, so there you go. Lord willing, this is edifying. Till again, shalom.